guys, Hillary Smith here, and thank you so much for being here. I am so excited to share with you my Young Living journey. Basically, Young Living fell into my lap and was an answer to prayer in so many ways. I started with Young Living for my babies and my big kids when they were desperately needing some wellness and immune support. But what I quickly found out was that I was the one needing oils the most. My Young Living journey actually started a little over a year ago, but it really begins before that. So like I said, my name is Hillary Smith. I live in Northern California. I'm married to my best friend Josh, and we have 5 kids, ages 19, 17, 14, 3, and 1. We have a girl sandwich between 4 brothers, and we just found out that we are expecting number 6 in the fall. So a little crazy, adding one more to our crazy blended family. And I will turn 40 this year. I remember when I thought 40 was like so old, and now I feel so young. Anyone else relate, right? So to rewind a little bit before I found Young Living, I was recently remarried. I had just had our 4th baby, and I was really struggling. My hormones were all over the place. My emotions were on this like crazy daily roller coaster. And I was just feeling really worn out and tired, which is crazy because this should have been the happiest time of my life. I was a newlywed, I had a brand new baby, but I found myself just crying all the time. I felt like my body had been taken over by foreign invaders, and it just felt like I was drowning and I couldn't figure out a way out. It started slowly at first, just a little, episodes here and there, and then it just started to feel like this tidal wave taking over. I would excuse myself all the time to go nurse the baby just because I could feel these emotions just flooding, and I could not stop them. So that first 4 months with Isaiah, he was a very well-fed, very well-rocked baby. I think my husband just thought, we had this super hungry baby on our hands. I remember sitting with him at night and just rocking and just looking at him and being so happy, but at the same time, I just had this grief and sorrow that was taking over. I started to feel really guilty that I was such a mess. I would put on a happy face and then just break down wherever I could. If I was out in the garage doing laundry, or I was in the bathroom or in the shower, anywhere I could escape. And I would just be like, I'm fine, everything is fine. Just the baby crazies again, right? That's what you tell people. But my husband had no idea what was going on at the time. He probably just thought we had this cute, super needy baby. I would sit in the rocking chair at night in our room just crying and watching my husband sleeping and just feeling so ashamed and so much guilt that I was struggling so badly. So fast forward, I did some research. I started making some healthier changes in my nutrition, joined the gym, tried to work out consistently, started to eat better. I still really struggled with stress eating and just kind of stuffing those emotions down. And that time of the month was the worst for me. I just thought, everyone struggles with hormones, right? And they affect everyone's body this way. I just assumed it was normal. The headaches, the cramps, the anger, the digestive system that was always on the fritz, right? Doesn't everyone just feel this way all the time? Then we found out we were pregnant again, and we were so excited. But I was a little nervous, and I was really determined to stay on this healthy path and have an easier postpartum journey. Well, once again, hormones were not my best friend. Fast forward 9 months, and again, I found myself struggling. But at the same time, we were also really struggling to stay above that wellness line as a family. We just kept getting in this cycle of being unwell. It was New Year's Eve, and I found myself home with 2 sick babies, and my husband was gone on a ski trip. I just remember how helpless I felt. All the natural options that I had tried were not working, and I just felt so desperate. A year prior, I had stumbled on essential oils on a blog. It was during one of my late night rocking sessions, trying to distract myself, Googling for more natural options, wanting to ditch and switch, wanting to DIY everything. And at the same time, I also started learning about what was in our products and how they affect our bodies, especially as women and our hormones. It was like kind of like a little light bulb started to go off for me. When I brought up the idea of oils, my husband looked at me like I was totally crazy and totally shot me down. He was like, babe, you can go to the health food store and get the same exact thing. And that's what I did. I totally laugh now because honestly, both of us had no idea about essential oils, their benefits, labeling, where you get them, all that stuff. Just no idea. But now he was gone and I was fed up with watching my little one suffer and be miserable. So I reached out to my friend who I knew was with Young Living and I signed up that day. I even got to go pick up my starter kit, which was awesome because I wanted to get started right away. My friend was so sweet and she carefully wrote out all these directions, dilutions and drops and oils. I was so overwhelmed. I must have messaged her at least 10 times a day that first week, like just nonstop. And my babies were just dripping in oils. I really didn't understand dilution and some of her directions. I just got really confused. And I didn't know about these amazing things called roller bottles, you guys. You don't have to dilute every single time you're using oils. You can dilute them and put them in a roller bottle. So easy. But we quickly were seeing their immune systems boosted and just seeing amazing results in a lot of areas. But I also started using them on myself for emotional support and for my hormones and boosting my own health and energy. I just found out a lot of information as I was using oils on my kids. I started coming across all this information that was benefiting me as well. Looking back, I just didn't realize how much stress and lack of sleep and hormones and emotional eating and just the chemicals in our products were taking a toll on my body. I was literally running on sheer will and fumes. Sometimes we don't realize the very thing that we are praying for is exactly what's just been placed in our path. And you guys, I finally started to feel like I had hope, like I was empowered. I had freedom from all this stuff that was affecting our family. Okay, but here's the really, really funny part. I also swore that I was not going to take on a home business. I literally said to my husband, I am not going to take on a home business, babe. This is the wrong time. Especially because I was just feeling so burnout and we had so much on our plates. We did not need one more thing. And for those of you who don't know this, I'm actually a little afraid of public speaking and live videos. Not anymore, but I was back then. And I was like, heck no, I do not need this right now. But I was so wrong because the first thing I said was, I have to tell people about these oils. They need to know they have options, not just for our kiddos, but for us as women. Hello, marriage oils. After 2 babies back to back, this mom needed all the support she could get in that area. And it was like a miracle, seriously. But it wasn't just the oils or supplements or ditching and switching. I was beginning to see all the ways our bodies could be supported. And as new things arose with our kiddos or myself or my husband, we realized that we had these powerful tools at our disposal. So I fell in love and I booked my first class within a month and I shared with anyone who would listen. And now, just a little over a year later, I'm so glad I did. So that's my journey so far. I seriously cannot wait to see what the next year holds for myself and my family and my team and just all the people who have trusted me with their journey. Young Living has truly been one of the most unexpected blessings in so many ways. And now I can't wait to see your journey begin and see where it takes you.